Gaming Teacher Laura here, and bienvenidos a Minecraft en Español. We are in for some super exciting stuff because we are now starting our Year 2, Month 1 material. If you have finished Year 1, congratulations and give yourself a pat on the back. You have done a lot of hard work to get here, and now we're going to focus on some super awesome, really fun, exciting stuff. So for Year 2, Month 1, we're going to focus on our verb tener. So over the next 4 weeks, we're going to see how to use tener for most of the pronouns. And then week 4, we're going to see some special phrases that will help us out. So let's start with our week 1 that we just finished. So we're going to be using tener for yo and tú. If you remember, yo means I, and then tú means you. So take a moment, take a look at our sentences here and see if you can translate them to yourself. As always, when I say to take a moment for something, if you need to, pause the video to have as long as you need, and then unpause when you're ready to move forward. Okay, so yo tengo, that just means I have. So yo tengo, and then whatever you want to talk about. Yo tengo una antorcha. I have a torch. Tú tienes would be you have. That should actually be gas, not ghost. So tú tienes un gas. Okay, now we're going to see how we can actually use these. So we're going to ask and answer some questions. So take a moment, try to figure out, what does this say? Just translate it to yourself, and you can pause the video if you need to. Okay, so ¿tienes una antorcha? Do you have a torch? We have 2 ways to answer this, and of course you could just say sí or no. That is fine, but I really want us to try to practice answering the question in a longer form. So sí, yo tengo una antorcha. Yes, I have a torch. No, yo no tengo una antorcha. No, I do not have a torch. So we're going to use this question format, and we're going to ask tienes, and then whatever object, and then we're going to answer sí, yo tengo, or no, yo no tengo. So pause the video for a moment and try to ask yourself this particular question. And I would like you to use the objects here in this white box, okay? And you can decide if you want to say sí or no. You can look at your Minecraft inventory, or you can just make something up for fun. Either way is perfectly fine. Okay, so I'm going to go over these particular objects here in the box. So for the first question, you could ask, ¿tienes una manzana dorada? Do you have a gold apple? For the next one, ¿tienes una poción? Do you have a potion? For the next one, tienes, you get 2 options. So you could say tienes un cubo de agua. This is like the official Minecraft version. You may remember I usually would say una cubeta de agua. These are both 2 ways to say water bucket. Either one is fine. Una cubeta is actually what people say in Costa Rica. And the last one would be, ¿tienes un libro encantado? All right, if you got all those, give yourself a pat on the back. And now we're going to see one other way to ask a question. So you could ask, ¿qué tienes? So take a moment. Do you remember, what does ¿qué tienes mean? All right, ¿qué tienes simply means, what do you have? Okay, so take a moment, ask yourself this question, ¿qué tienes? And I'd like you to try to use yo tengo, so I have, and identify these objects in the box. And I will give you an example. So yo tengo, we'll do una galleta. I have a cookie. So take a moment, pause the video, and answer the question with these objects in this white box. Okay, so I'm going to go through these. Yo tengo un disco. Yo tengo un pico that looks like de hierro to me. Looks like it's a iron one. Yo tengo una espada de diamantes. It's a diamond sword. And probably the trickiest, yo tengo. This is our newer mob. Un camello. Okay, muy bien. If you got all those, give yourself a pat on the back. Way to go. Keep practicing. Tienes and tengo. Next week, we're going to see a completely different form of tener for some other pronouns. As always, muchas gracias por venir a este repaso. Thanks so much for checking out this review. Y nos vemos la próxima semana. I will see you all next week. Hasta luego.